Hi everybody, it's Kaycee. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be filling out the May monthly layout in my budget planner. This is an Erin Condren Deluxe monthly that I'm using for this. And we're going to be putting all the bill due stickers down on each day that the bills are due. And we're also going to be marking out which days we will get paid. This will pretty much look the same as what we did for April. So this is a finished or almost finished. I'm filming this on Sunday, so I still have the Tuesday payday coming, and then I'll be able to put my total income for the month. We have the amounts for each bill, and then I checked off because everything has gone through this month. And then I just put the totals over here for the expenses and the income, just so I have like a total area. I can see how much we made for the month and how much we spent. And I do have a note right here. You'll notice it doesn't include the CC bill, which is the credit card bill, the bill that goes on our credit card. So our phone gets put onto our credit card. So this doesn't technically get paid until next month, so it'll get paid in May. And like all these three credit cards are actually expenses from the past month. So the phone bill from March is actually getting paid in April on this credit card bill. So I don't want to mark it down twice, so I just don't include the expenses for what goes on the credit card, but I still want to make sure that it goes through. So I still put the bill down because I make sure it goes through on the credit card so it's not late or anything. But I don't need to include it in my expenses for the month. All right, so we can get started on May, and I usually like to start with just the paydays. So I'm gonna grab payday sticker, and I'm gonna be putting down a payday. The first payday I'm gonna do, I get paid for Etsy once a month, and it's the first Monday of every month. So that would be the 4th. I'm gonna put that payday sticker here. And then that's all for Etsy. We have multiple sources of income. So I have Etsy and then my main job. And then my husband has his job and he gets paid every other week. And May is actually a month where we're going to have 3 paychecks. Just happens to fall in a month like that. So we can put that down right now. He's going to get paid on the 1st. So I'll put a payday here. And then he gets paid on the 15th and the 29th. This usually happens like twice a year, so this is one of the nice months where we get the extra paycheck. All right, and then the last source of income is my main job. So I get paid every Tuesday. So I'm going to put 4 stickers down, 1 on each Tuesday. Now we're going to move on to the expenses. So with everything that's going on, we don't really have any new expenses coming up or anything like exciting going on for anything really. We're basically staying at home like most of the rest of the world. We have our normal expenses, but we usually pay for a gym membership, and that has actually we haven't had to pay for the last few months, or I think 2 months, because obviously we're not going to the gym right now. So that's actually our bill that's usually due towards the end of the month, and we haven't had to pay that recently. I still am going to put it on for May just in case things start opening up. I don't expect to pay it, and I'll probably take the sticker off if we don't pay it like I did. Like you'll see, like April, it would have been somewhere around here, and I took it off because we don't need to pay it. But I still want to just put it on there just in case things start reopening. I don't know when that's going to be, but I'd rather have it there and then take it off than have to get a sticker and add it back on. All right, so now I'm just going to start with some of these that I know when the bill comes. I've said this before, but we pay for bills on the day that we get the bill. So technically when I put my bill due stickers down, it's the day that we get the bill and then we pay it. But you can also wait for the day that is due if you need to wait for like the money to come in, if it's after like a payday, obviously. So you can put this whenever the bill's actually due or when you're going to pay it. You can kind of do however you want for that. But the Discover card always comes out on the 10th. So we always pay that then. And our mortgage, I know, always comes out on the 1st. That one never changes. And we also, at the beginning of the month, usually it comes out on the 2nd, but since it's a Saturday, I believe it won't come out of our bank account, it's an automatic payment until the 4th. So I'm going to put this sticker on the 4th. And then I'm going to also, on the 4th, our gas will come right around then. And we have quite a few bills that come right here towards the beginning of the month. And another one, we have a credit card that we don't really use much, but I always put it on here just in case we do. I'm just going to put it on the 3rd. We kind of pay for it whenever we want, so it doesn't matter if it's on a Sunday or not. It's usually due around the 5th or anything, but like sometime around this time, I'm not sure when it will be. But we're just going to put it right here for now because we don't have anything on it right now, and I don't think we're going to put anything on it by then, so I'm just going to put a 0. But I just want to make sure I mark that so I like know that we're still keeping track of that credit card. All right, and then on the 5th, I'm going to put this bill. We're going to go, well, the 3rd, so this credit card actually is going to come out. I checked what day it's going to come out, and it said on the 3rd, so this credit card will also go on this day. So those are all 3 of the credit cards we use. And our phone always gets put on our credit card. It always goes on the 6th. And the internet comes on the 11th. A lot of these bills we do have like it automatically gets taken out of our bank account. So we don't actually have to pay them, but like manually pay for them. But I always, every time a bill is due, I always go into our bank account and make sure it's actually paid because I just want to make sure everything gets taken care of and we don't have any problems like late fees or anything. But this is one of them that'll just automatically get taken out. So I don't really have to think about it that much, but I still want to make sure that it goes through. And the electric comes around the 13th. And then we have gym and the water. I'm going to look back here on my... So the water comes around the 19th and gym comes around the 28th. So put this here, and like I said, this may be taken off, but I'm just going to put it here for now. And then the water will go right here. And then every month I usually use these generic stickers if there's anything out of the ordinary that we're going to be doing and we're going to be like paying for and not putting it on our credit card usually. Or I can even put it on here and just write CC on it so I know not to include it in our expenses. But like I said, there's not really much going on, so we don't really have anything extra going on right now. So I don't need to use those generic stickers that I have. And you can find all these stickers on my Etsy shop, and I have a link below if you do want any of the stickers. And there's also a link for the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly down there. Or it's just a link to the Erin Condren website, and you can kind of pick whichever planner you like best. Like I said, this is the Deluxe Monthly. It has it's nice because it's really good for budgeting because it's just the monthly layout, and then you have notes pages afterwards. And it also has like the dashboard set up before everything. But I know a lot of people use this for budgeting, and it's really, really helpful. All right, now I'm just going to fill in a couple of these that I know what they are going to be because some of these don't change. Like this bill is always 100, and then our cell phones are always 60. And I don't estimate on any of these. I always like the exact amount that comes out. So that's why I don't write the estimated amount. I just I leave it blank unless I know the exact amount that's coming out of the bank account or that we have to pay. And then once it goes through our bank account, once we know it's cleared, I check off the bill. All right, internet is always the same. The credit cards obviously change. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 0, like I said, but I'll just wait on that just in case. This is the same. And then this can change, that can change. All right, I think that's everything. Oh, the gym. Gym is $12.95. All right. And then I always just do the expenses and the income towards the end of the month once everything has been paid or almost paid. And then I also keep track of this at the beginning of the planner. There's like 12 boxes, and I put like January through December on the boxes. I'll show you this side of it. And then so these I just put the months on each of them. There's 6 on the other side too. So I have January through July there, or January through June there, and then July through December here. And then I just put the income that we have, expenses for the month, and then I put how much we put into savings and any extra we put towards debt. And this is like a nice little overview of what we put into our into where we put our money in each month. And I can just glance at all this and like see the whole year kind of what we put our money towards. All right, so that's gonna be it for my monthly layout for May. Hopefully things will start getting a little better this month. I know some things are starting to reopen and everything, so hopefully that doesn't cause more problems with this pandemic or anything, but I'm hoping the weather will start getting warmer too. It's been pretty cold still here in Pittsburgh. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed or supported me on Etsy. I really appreciate it. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!